I just realized my mic is going. Hi, guys. We're currently waiting for Date Everything to boot up, and once that's up, we will get the stream started. Fun enough about this stream is that I don't have to cook dinner tonight. So we can go on longer than expected.
Team 17.
As you can hear, we are getting the game booted. Ah, crap, I forgot to go over to the right screen.
Sausage Up Games! Date everything.
Okay. Alt tab to get out of there. Okay. We are getting into it. There I am. There's the game. I'm crying for some reason. Don't you. Oh, and I'm blushing. Oh, nope. I have a kitten. She is now allowed to be loose around the house. And, it's not going well. Okay, I know where you want to be, but you're not good at getting from where you are to my desk. Oh yeah, we just talked to Doug for the night, because, I thought dating your existential dread would be a good idea, but fuck Doug. Like, I want to know if there's actually a path that you can go down that, like, Doug is actually decent, like, but I feel like Doug will always just be the I can fix him character. I haven't talked to... Oh, wait, no. I want to talk to Parker Bradley. Excuse me, Dorian.
Today, we will be playing a popular and complicated game. This is a game in the Eurogame tradition, one of resource allocation, worker, placement, and cooperation between players.
Okay.
It's based on the 20th century dairy wars between England, France, and Belgium called Cream Capitalist.
Okay.
We will both attempt to outproduce the cream that the other is attempting to make. Would you like to hear the rules?
Yes. Sure.
I'm so excited to speak for a very long time!
I want to know if, like, Brennan just kind of, like, stood as far as he can get from the mic and screamed.
Parker does indeed speak for a very long time, spending roughly 45 minutes going into excruciating detail about the different rules and sub-rules for each scenario, including the expansions which, as far as you can tell, aren't being used.
I'll play as Belgium, which has a +3 bonus to currency exchange, which means you can be either England or France. Which will you choose?
We will be English today.
Ha! That's definitely a bad move. In the Cream Capitalist Championships, England is well known to be at a disadvantage because of the cow wandering exploit. Think of the exploit!
I'm sorry, Parker.
Begin!
The narrator wouldn't let me listen to you explain 45 minutes the rules.
Parker distributes the pieces, a 10-minute process. You receive 5 cards with various types of cream-making machinery on them, 6 bulk cooling tank pieces, 24 cream maker worker pieces, a pasteurization token, and 8 or 9 things you can only describe as shapes.
CC. Think about the rules and strategy, and begin to think about the rules and begin to build a strategy.
Though the rules are intricate, they are no match for your intellect and resource-mongering capabilities.
I'll go first so you can see how a turn usually goes. It consists of 5 phases.
Parker does a mathematical dance between placing workers, spawning new factories, and gathering new resources to then place again. Chits and chips fly through his fingers, and it serves to remind you just how
I
well
want
made
this
the
explained
pieces
by
really
him.
are.
That's my turn. I'm prioritizing fermentation technology, the last step in the cream making process. Now you go.
This one?
Before long, your factories are awash in more milk than they can handle. The turn goes back to Parker, who spends 10 more minutes going
I
through the
doing
5
this right?
phases.
I need
I've
Al
invested in
Koopa
new
here.
technologies. Once my factories are complete, my
I've played this
process will
game.
be airtight. Making cream will be a dream.
Your factories, while resource poor, can now skim at a greater rate than Parker's.
I'm research rich.
But I put all my resources into very well.
You and Parker seem to be neck and neck in cream production and milk gathering. You've made it to the solstice season, where your respective countries' production will finally be scored. At turn 14, you see a critical opening. With great care, you have precisely enough resources to keep your factories humming along. And in the final turn, you ended up with 96
I won!
creamery points to Parker's 94.
I won! Which means that I won all 3 games.
Done! You win! I can't outdo the milkman.
Yeah, have you seen? Have you seen me? Come on, go on. I am nature based. Anything nature related, I am good at. Except for keeping houseplants alive.
I will see you next time for our relationships. Ultimate dice roll.
Okay, I don't think I've dated this.
It takes you just a moment to properly evaluate the figure standing
Oh
before
my
you.
god!
Her hair and clothing are such a jumble of various holiday decorations, it throws you.
She's so
What
pretty.
time of year is it again? Have you truly been locked in your house for so long that time has lost all meaning? She is adorable, though, and her energetic greeting shocks you right
She's
out
so
of your quiet
cute.
contemplation.
Hey, boss! You've caught me at a bad time. Heading to work. Well, the other work. Or is it the other work? What day is it, anyway? Oh, what's up? What do you need?
Just wanted to introduce myself.
And I to you. So many things and so little time. Makes you want to cry. That was bad. I'm Holly, by the way.
Oh, she's so cute.
Hi! Oh, and who are you? Did you already say? Sorry. And a little rush for the dish dash. Rat race, all that.
So I'm placing an order for dinner tonight. Do I want a house salad? Or do I want more asparagus as my food? or mashed potatoes? I'm Fickabee.
Oh, I've heard about you. That is such a funny name.
I like my name. I don't think it's funny. What have you heard?
Just some tidbits. Anywho, I'm so sorry, but I'm already running late. Love to chat more, though. I'm working a double, then opening, closing tomorrow, but swing by first thing in the morning.
Will
That's when I'm
do.
usually able to sleep. That work?
Yeah, sure. First thing in the morning.
Great. Okay. Bye.
Oh, I love that. That's so cute. We got Hector. You know what? Can I date that like portrait of? No, that's a clock. Hmm. Let's go down and talk to you.
Well, say howdy.
Hi, Dolly.
Don't you look nice today?
Hi, Dolly. Thanks. I've been working on my style.
I can tell.
What have you been doing under there? What do you do when you're not floating around the house?
Me? I love to seek out new places to coalesce. Under beds, couches, sometimes in between the walls.
Yo! Hi, Shaken Blaziken.
I'm always looking for a nice place to settle down undisturbed. It helps me with my research.
Wait, research? What kind of research are you doing?
Mostly abiological history. You know, when dust first started settling and forming into bunnies, historical data, that sort of thing.
That's so cool. I think I'll get a house salad with dinner tonight. Yeah.
Also parsing through archaeological research. Night morphology. Translating timeless,
I
tarnished
love how
text.
smart she
The
is.
basics.
Sounds like you're a real academic.
That's right. I'm tenured at Dirt.
Let's see this one.
The Domestic Institute of Research and Technology. I've been teaching there for, oh gosh, I finished my first PhD 8 years ago.
Sorry,
Plus, my time as a PTI during my master's,
I don't know why.
so...
Like this order's not gonna be picked up till like 10 o'clock, and I'm placing it now.
114 years?
Wow. Wow, that's really impressive.
Well, thank you, Sugar. I worked pretty dang hard at it.
Ooh, a blackberry. Ooh, they got a dragon fruit lemonade? We're gonna get that. I'm glad to hear you're so successful.
It's been a lot of mud, sweat, and tears, let me tell ya. Others were already judging me based on my looks. Why not own it?
No, 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 go back, go back.
And get paid for it, too.
You're getting paid? How much do you get paid exactly?
Really? That's where you're taking this.
No, I was just curious.
I'm teasing you, honey. You're awful cute when you're flustered.
Thank you. You've conquered media and academia. What's next?
That's a good question. I'm not quite sure. I suppose, well, what any dust is looking for. Love, friendship.
I will gladly love you. I'm looking for that too, I guess.
Mm-hmm. I could tell. Let me be 100% honest with you. I may put myself out there, but work keeps me pretty busy. I don't meet that many new folks, especially humans. I'm very selective about who I spend my time with. And what few others I can let in.
Let in?
That's right. I keep myself hidden for a reason. Don't be too forward with me. I don't like it. Why don't we join back up here after a while and try our hand at a proper rendezvous?
How should I dress?
Maybe something that can handle getting dirty. You let me worry about the details. All you have to do is show up.
Yes, ma'am. I'll be there.
See you around.
Hi.
Ah, damn it, I didn't mean to get the towel.
So, before you go any further, I'll be honest, I hang out here in case of emergency. I'm really just here to look good, you know? Hang me off the stove, place me on a hook, something like that.
I use those towels way too much.
Here, I give you decor, not function. But if you need me, just know there's so much in here that I don't really want to deal with. If it's milk or water you want me to clean up, I'm game. But if there's anything that stains, I'm not down. And don't you dare use bleach on me. Ugh. Or use me to pick up grease or jam or butter or most things in here.
Tyrell holds a small turtle made of
Oh
towels
my
up to his
God,
ear,
he's so cute.
as though he were listening to the small creature.
What? No, I don't think I'm overreacting. You know I don't like it in here.
Whoa, we have a turtle now?
I have a turtle now. We did a get-together last night and turned them into a turtle. Isn't it cool? It kind of just came to me.
Oh, sorry guys. I'm doing something real quick because I want to be over here a little bit more.
In a vision.
That's really awesome.
Thank you so much.
I know I keep doing things. I'm sorry. I'm a horrible
Me and
streamer.
little buddy like to change our shape around every now and then. You know, to fit the vibe, the mood, the emotion, we really try to soak it up. Unlike kitchen spills. I hate those.
I thought you said you were fine with water and milk. What do you have against kitchen spills?
I guess you wouldn't know. Remember when you got me from that thrift store? I was wrapped with my towel, buddy. I remember you saying it was as good as new. Well, let me tell you, I've seen some massive spills in my day. Things you wouldn't believe. Did you know what pasta sauce can do to grout? It ain't pretty.
I guess no.
I didn't have to take on the task alone. Nope. There was a team of us, all dedicated to helping keep things nice and dry. I was happy to be with my friends, working together. Hell, we used to hang out at the bathroom bar
Hey,
most nights
no.
and just chill.
My little kitty. Not my littlest kitty. My oldest one's like, oh, mom, is that your headphone cord? I want to play with it. Sounds like a nice way to relax.
Oh, it was the shit. Hanging out with people who get what you do, nothing like it. Towel buddy over here would do tricks, turning into different things, making us laugh. Every colored towel you could think of, all in one place. And the linen closet? Always a party. Sometimes it was so full, you couldn't get a shelf. Those were the good times.
I feel a twist in the story coming.
One hell of a twist. It was a day that will go down in infamy. It was spring. It was raining something crazy. And our owner had their grandkids over.
Rain, children, towels.
You guessed it. All 7 grandchildren came over. All 7 of them decided to play in mud.
Oh
When
no!
they came back in, they just started snatching my friends from the closet. Towel buddy and I just watched in horror. Oh, they took them all one by one, but me, I was on the bottom. And I just saw it happen.
I'm so
I
sorry.
whispered to myself, those are some tough towels. They'll be fine. When they came back from the laundry room a few days later, it was too late. They had become...
He pauses, as though overwhelmed by the horror.
rags.
What? Not rags!
Rags! You've got to be stain resistant to stay in the game. That grape juice, you can't let it stick to you. But if you let mud stay on a towel for days, oh, it can be too much. I know that if Washford and Drysdale had been there, it would have been a different story. They could have saved a few of them before the stain got in too deep. The way they were treated was way too much for them. When the rest became rags, our old boss wanted a completely new set. He saw that I was still strong and decided to donate me.
Were you scared?
I was not scared. It was a hell of a disaster. But I had my little buddy with me. We kept each other company, and I knew I would make it. I'm resilient. It's in my fibers. Can I see your hand?
Give Tyrell your hand.
You extend your hand to Tyrell.
I
and
don't
he takes
have
it.
moving
His
hand
touch
models.
gentle and unassuming.
When you touch me by my hand, what do you feel?
That spark.
You felt that too? I don't think it's just static electricity either. But there's something else. Feel the texture of my hand. The way I'm made. Soft but sturdy. Hardworking, I'm warm.
Very, very warm.
You noticed, eh? And my little buddy here helps me channel all those bad things into a way I can express my emotions. All that to say, I'm premium.
There's a reason I bought you.
That's why they call me the Lord of the Rings.
I love it.
You get it?
I do. I get it, and I love it.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you still love what you do.
I like it, but it isn't what I want to do forever.
What else do you want to do?
Picture it. The music of summer playing over a speaker. Perhaps a Bluetooth. The smell of sea salt and tight canvas in the air. To your right, one of those tall lifeguard stands that someone in bright red shorts sits on. To your left, a couple that most likely had an argument in the car. They both try to make the best of the day. It's super awkward. And there I am with you, stretched out in the sand, a giant umbrella behind us, blocking out the sun, and us just chilling. Can you guess what I want to do?
You want to be a beach towel?
Ding, ding, ding. That's right. Beach towels have it made. They just lay in the sand all day, taking in all the sights. At night, they get to sit next to a fire and listen to someone play one of 3 songs they know on the guitar. I'd still get to dry people off, and the sun would help me do my job better. And who could ask for a better view? Clear blue waters, open skies. My towel buddy could be there too.
Sorry.
Oh, I could fold you into a fish. Or a seagull.
Ooh. Would you want me to go with you?
Oh, of course. We'd have to go together. Just promise me you won't get mad if I track sand in the car. It's kind of a hazard of the job.
I'd go to the beach with you just to see you smile.
You would? You would leave the house for me?
I love that in this game we are an agoraphobic mess. I think you'd make an awesome beach towel. I'd love to see it.
I think I'd be good at it too. You know, that's the first time I've told anyone my dream. I'll be honest, I was a little worried that you might think it was silly.
We all have dreams. There's nothing wrong with that.
Tyrell fans his face with his hands.
Tyrell, don't cry. Who's gonna dry you up? You're the best, you know that? And think of all the sunsets we could watch together. You and me, cuddled up real close. It would be like nothing else mattered. Even if it was just for a few moments. Oh, that would be awesome. We gotta make it happen.
As long as I'm with you, I know it's perfect.
Nothing will keep us apart. You know what the really cool part of this is? You're part of that dream now, too. Hey, I've got an idea.
What?
Cow buddy.
Yes.
Remember that one I've been saving for a special moment? I think it's time. We'll be right back.
Tyrell disappears from view for a few
I think
moments.
I got 2 cats underneath my desk, and now it's starting to shake.
Yep, just like that. Tuck it under. Ooh, you look so good.
When he returns, he holds his towel buddy out to you, now in a new and delightful shape.
Well,
I love him. One of my like favorite stuffed animals that stays in my bed at all time is this cute little dragon that it doesn't have a dragon's face whatsoever. It looks like a little piggy to me, and that's its name. It's Piggy. Oh my goodness, so precious.
I know. I had to make sure I got the nose just right. I think Towel Buddy will be like this for a while. And, you know, you can wrap me around you anytime you want. I'm cozy regardless of the circumstances. You get me?
Yeah. Hubba hubba.
Oh, sorry. I shouldn't talk like this in front of Towel Buddy. He's just a washcloth after all, but the offer still stands.
Oops.
Okay? I look forward to those sunsets.
Oh shit! I didn't think I was gonna get love with Tyrell so easily.
This is love.
Okay, so we're gonna go for Kofi. Just so we can get
It's my favorite customer. What can I get for you today?
we'll go with a latte.
Sure thing. One latte coming right up.
Kopi gets to work, grinding and pouring and mixing with an impressive speed.
And voila! One latte just for you. Is there anything you'd like to know about the latte?
Yeah. So what is a latte?
Oh, well, a latte is your pretty standard coffee. It's a shot of espresso topped with steamed milk with just a touch of foam. Some people think it's basic, but I think it could be a hard coffee to pull off if you don't know what you're doing. If you put in too much foam, you're gonna be making a cappuccino instead.
It's definitely underrated.
Yeah, you get me. We'll see you next time.
And so now we'll get Nightmare. So tomorrow I need to talk to Holly in the morning, first thing in the morning. And then we'll do Parker Bradley right after that. Is my air fryer something I can date? Hey, Betty.
Last time, Nightmare just launched right into an unpleasant dream she prepared for you. But for some reason tonight, she hesitates. Whatever the reason, this could be your opportunity to get to know her better, or perhaps to swing your dreams in a more pleasant direction.
So, Nightmare.
Oh, you want to talk to me?
Yes. I was just thinking we could talk a little bit before we get down to the scaring.
Oh, well, sure. I guess we could for a little while. We've been talking about fear and what your fears mean to you. Would you like to talk about more of your fears?
I just wanted to talk to you, actually.
Me. This isn't about me. It's about you. Maybe we should just talk about things you want instead. Tell me your deepest desires.
I've always wanted a goth girlfriend.
You have.
It's hard to tell in the darkness, but you could swear Nightmare blushes.
You can actually kind of sort of see it. It's kind of cute.
That's interesting. Well, wow. Of all the things to have in your mind. There's all sorts of things in your head, you know. And I can dig through them and try to make the best sense of it I can, but... Haven't you ever wondered why some of your dreams are so nonsensical?
Kind of. I had a really weird one the other day.
I can make anything scary.
Like, nightmare aside, like it didn't really come off so much as a nightmare. It came off more as a what the fuck mare. Cause like I was like out in the middle of the woods and this is a pretty mature Like it kind of deals with some traumas if you have that. So you know, if you don't want to hear anything about animals, mute me for a second. Please don't go away, because I like having people here. But like I was walking in the woods and there was a bridge, but the bridge was broken, so like there wasn't enough room to walk on. Like imagine the bridge from Squid Games. Um, and like I could see like some animals had fallen through, and so they were having an issue staying up. And so like I went and I went and dove into the water and grabbed as many as I could. But then I noticed that there was nets on both sides, and like somebody had purposely set this up to like hurt animals, and like it was crazy.
But the scariest dreams are the ones that stick with you when you wake. The ones that come from a place of true fear. Things that keep you up at night. So you telling me those things about your biggest fears? It was nice of you. You gave me the keys to really scare you, I guess. I'm not used to people playing along with me.
There's value in fear, even if it doesn't feel good at first.
Yes, exactly. There's so much to be learned from nightmares. On an animalistic evolutionary level, some say nightmares are sort of like practice for life-threatening scenarios. Others say nightmares are just your brain sorting through stressful events from your day.
Okay, if that's true, then why the hell is my number one reoccurring nightmare like a zombie apocalypse situation, and we are running and we get cornered into a room, and then all of a sudden I'm no longer me, I'm the camera, and the camera pans into like the camera view just shows my face, and it's just me being like, Fig, this is a dream, you need to wake up, and then I do. And like as a kid it wasn't zombies, because I guess I hadn't figured out what zombies were just yet. But a toy maker had made dolls come to life. And they were murderous, and they wanted to kill us because I did know what Chucky was at a young age. And it was the same thing. It was the same. Oh, sorry. But it was like the same premise. Like, toy maker to offer me something to bring my toys to life, and then they all wanted to kill me. Thank you, Toy Story, for making me think that that might be an option. But yeah, no. If that's me preparing for a future event, I don't want it.
All pretty useful things, in my opinion. And yet, despite all the scientific advances humanity has achieved,
Vex,
no
where are
one
you
really
going?
knows that much about me at the end of the day. It's a little sad, isn't it?
I wish people would take time to understand you.
I wish they would too. Can you imagine how much better the world would be if people
Vex?
actually paid attention to the messages in their dreams?
Nightmare looks past you at something you can't see.
Oh no. Look at the time. We've been talking so long. If I don't get started now, we won't have time to finish. You hear something dripping. Drip. 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 You look up at the ceiling, then.
Nightmare serves you some unpleasant imagery.
To be fair,
but
as a
it's just
homeowner,
not
a
quite up to
random
her
water
usual
leak
standard.
is terrifying.
Something about her seems off her game. What could have happened? Perhaps you can ask her about it another night.
Okay. Okay, so Holly said talk to her in the morning.
Oh, you came.
Yeah. I said I would.
Well, it's not that I didn't think that you would. It's just I've got a tricky schedule.
No, girl. I understand. Let's see if we can figure out all the holidays on her. So obviously, there's Christmas, Halloween, St. Patty's, Easter, Valentine's Day, Dia de los Muertos. I'm sorry if I pronounced that one wrong. New Year's, I want to say, is for probably the things around her neck.
So,
Valentine's Day, if I didn't say that.
it's easier to presume that people have to cancel. Or they'll forget. Or they'll just have their own lives. Which is me. I'm people. I cancel or forget, or I have my own life.
Oh, Chinese New Year's as well. You seem kind of hard on yourself.
I'm just realistic.
Did work go okay?
Yeah, it was great.
Oh, I love the skeleton moves too.
Wait, you said okay, right? Yeah, it was okay.
And her shirt's a cardboard
Of
box.
course, underpaid. Fun, just a local pet. My favorite kind, the little ones. Oh, sorry, it's not you.
Tired?
A little, but who isn't?
I understand that one too well.
Usually, when I finish a shift, most of the others are asleep. I never really get to talk about my work, so it's strange. It's nice.
Oh, excuse my yawn.
The shift wasn't, but this is.
Why do you work so much?
Someone has to. It's my job. It's always a holiday somewhere, and someone has to do the work to bring the wonder to everyone else. I'm a helper most of the time. Essential, so they say. Sometimes, when it's useful to say so. Sorry. Here I am complaining I never have anyone to talk to, and now I'm yawning in your face.
Her yawning is triggering me to yawn.
I guess I should knock off. I've got a shift in the morning, but thanks. I really appreciate it.
And get some rest.
No! You get some rest.
Okay. Time to finish up with Parker and Bradley.
You're here!
Yeah, I'm here!
Oh, we've had so many adventures together. So many fun games. Now, I'm so excited to find out my feelings for you.
We won 3 games.
Are you ready to begin the process?
Great.
Oh, we need my good friend Chance for this.
Chance?
I can't believe you're doing this, dude. This is a terrible way to find out your relationships.
Chance
It
was my
should be
first.
done through careful, well thought out story beats, excellent lore,
Chance
and a
was
good
my
sense
first
of
love.
closure.
So
I love my dice. I need it. It's part of the rules of my love.
Fine. Here they are, your relationship dice.
They're beautiful, Chance.
Yep. Okay, so I'm supposed to weight them depending on how you played your games together?
Yes. The human gets extra love points for beating me, and extra hate points for cheating me.
you noticed?
It feels as though the temperature in the room drops several degrees. There's something downright terrifying in Parker's cold stare.
Of course I did.
I'm sorry.
I'm board games, motherfucker! I've seen it all! Still, you only cheated once, which means that you only get one extra hate result added to the mix.
Parker's expression returns to normal, cheery but penetrating enough that it makes you feel a little nervous.
I feel so bad.
But of course, I could always still love you in the end, if the dice proclaim it so.
I'm not going to.
Roll it, Chance! Roll for our eternal ending together!
Sure, dude. I've got the dice all done up like you wanted.
He holds out the dice to you, presenting them just before your big roll.
Looking good for love here. Let's hope it works out in the roll. It's your friends.
No!
Friend? Wow, I feel so friendly about that. And you should too.
I don't feel anything towards you, dude. Aside from feeling a little uncomfortable.
Oh, come on! You can roll for our relationship.
I'm gonna go.
But that's okay.
No, it's
Because
not.
now we're real good friends. Real good! You...
I'm sad now. Give me a second, guys. Hello. Sorry about that. Give me just 1 second. Sorry about that. Also, thank you, Ann Macon, for the follow. Welcome to the Saplings. Now I had to take a quick break for a second because I thought I could hear my cat throwing up. Turns out she wasn't, which is good. She has hairball issues, and so I didn't know if like I had to be like, oop, sounds like you need some hairball medication.
How does one even describe a warrior like
Thought
this?
so.
A veritable, well, wall of muscle stands before you. It's almost comforting to know the walls of your house are this solid. Wall.
Hello, Wall.
Wall, wall. Wall, wall, wall. Wall.
Hi, Wallace. Hello.
Wall.
How are you?
Wall, wall, wall.
Are you just repeating what I'm saying, but with Wall?
He beams at you, a flush spreading across his cheeks.
I can do that too.
I love you!
Whoa! I was not expecting that one. Okay, so Wall is easy.
Oh, that was sudden, wasn't it? You and Wallace, who has only just introduced himself to you, are now lovers. His gaze settles on you, filled with tenderness. His drywall heart beats only for you. You live happily ever after. Yes, just that quickly.
Okay, I kind of want to go talk to Mac, but I'm going to talk to Betty, and then I'm going to talk to Kopi.
Betty reclines luxuriously on the bed when you first see her. Thinking about how your bed can be lying on the bed makes your brain start to short-circuit, but some way or another, it's happening. She looks effortlessly comfortable and luxurious, but her expression is more pensive than anything. She smiles when she sees you, sitting...
I was
Oh,
just
sorry.
thinking about you. Were your ears ringing?
Maybe. I was just thinking about talking out loud about. I think that's just for someone talking out loud about. No, but my heart was racing.
Oh, was it? That's funny. My heart races when I think of you, too. Well, since you're here now, maybe you could help me out a little.
I can make you if you
I've
want
been
me
trying to have more peaceful nights. But it hasn't really worked out.
What's been going
I
on?
spend a lot of time before bed indulging myself in some detailed fantasies.
Yes, what's going on? What sort of fantasies?
Oh, well. I have this crush who doesn't seem to notice me.
Oh,
Sometimes we're so close I could just reach out and kiss them, but nothing ever happens. So, in this fantasy, I tell myself I'm finally going to get their attention. I do all kinds of things. Maybe one night I touch myself and call their name when they're next to me. Maybe I bring someone home and let them catch us in the act. Sometimes I invite them to join, and sometimes we just don't stop. But our eyes meet. And they know that when I'm gasping and moaning someone else's name, what I really want is to say theirs.
okay,
To let
Betty.
the entire house know who it is that has me so worked up.
No one in their right mind could ignore you.
You are so sweet. Unfortunately, it is entirely possible.
I know, I'm so bad about talking to you, Betty.
But thank you for saying so. I've got all sorts of fantasies queued up for every night. But no matter how much material I feed my brain, I never seem to carry that blissed out warm feeling into my dreams. I tried getting into lucid dreaming for the longest time, actually. I practiced for years, but it never worked for me, not once.
That's really too bad.
It is, isn't it? But I guess it isn't necessarily a fix for my problem. Just would have been nice to have that in my pocket for when my dreams turn dark. Ah, well. My lucid dreaming attempts are long behind me now. I do wish I could get a little peace at night, that's all.
What's the problem exactly?
Oh, nothing. Really nothing you need to worry about. Don't waste another moment on it, okay? Well, what can you do, hmm? Maybe I'll take up meditation. See you tonight, then?
Can't wait.
Me too.
Okay, we're gonna go talk to Kopi. Oh, wait. Workspace?
Valdivianites! Guess who? If you guessed David Most, 3-time runner-up for Business Magazine's CEO of the Year, you'd be right. Team, I just wanted to do a soft follow-up on my recent email regarding my lost sunglasses. I'm happy to report my office has already received hundreds of tips regarding the item's whereabouts and are quickly combing through them as we speak. However, I really must reiterate that the tip line is for verifiable leads only. I saw them in Turkmenistan, or did you chuck up your butt? While obviously very humorous, detracts from our serious efforts to expediently locate the missing item. In that spirit of camaraderie, anyone who sends a false lead will be downsized on sight. Thank you for your ongoing support in this matter.
I kind of want to talk to Kopi in the morning.
It's my favorite customer. What can I get for you today?
A latte.
Sure thing. One latte coming right up.
Kopi gets to work, grinding and pouring and mixing with an impressive speed.
And voila! One latte just for you. Hope you like it. Is there anything you'd like to know about the latte?
Why is it called a latte?
Well, that's the Italian word for milk. If you're in Italy, you have to order it as a cafe latte. Otherwise, they'll literally just give you a glass of milk.
That's awkward.
Right? I don't think my nerves could handle being handed a glass of milk like that.
She shudders violently.
We'll see you next time.
Night, Kopi. Oh crap, I gotta sneeze. I gotta sneeze. Okay, done sneezing. That last one hurt. That one hurt a lot. Oh. Sorry about that. I know you guys caught the first one. How do you talk to Dorian backwards? Like...
Nightmare comes to you at the usual time and place, but there's something strangely hesitant about her tonight. She fidgets with the dark wisps at the edges of her being.
She's blushing.
The same way one might fidget with their hair.
Hello, my dear.
Hello. Hey, Nightmare.
Hey, you. The other night, were you afraid? You know, I did my best, but I got the feeling you weren't all that scared.
Oh no, I was definitely scared.
Oh, okay. I get the feeling you're just being nice to me, but...
No!
I guess I'll
As a
take it.
homeowner, a dripping noise in your home is scary. That is an extremely large bill.
Nightmare sighs, her horrifying shoulders sagging visibly. You've never seen her look so out of sorts.
I knew it. I knew better, but I did it anyway.
Did what?
I let you see more of myself than I intended.
Hello, how are you doing?
I'm losing some of my mystery. I'm losing my ability to frighten you.
Is that why you look less scary now?
Less scary.
Nightmare turns to look at the wall to your left, which is now just one massive mirror. When she sees
Please
her own
don't
reflection...
Scream. Please don't scream.
When did this happen? Oh no. No, 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 no.
Are you okay?
No!
Nightmare is pulling at the shadows that make up her body, like one might pull at clothing.
I just thought, if I could teach you about fear, you'd learn about the darkest reaches of your mind and stop fighting your nightmares.
How are you doing, Muffin Gaming? If that's okay, instead of just saying the whole I am Muffin Gaming.
If I can't even scare you, what good am I?
Maybe we could talk this through.
Talk this through.
Will do. I love the little axolotl so much.
Wasn't that the entire problem? You can fix this. You're going to be afraid of me.
She rounds on you suddenly,
Oh
pointing a
god,
finger
nope,
and letting
nope.
out an unearthly screech that raises goosebumps all over your body.
I'm sorry if you're wearing headphones, Muffin. Cause that was awful in my ears.
But despite even that fairly decent effort, you can't help but feel unthreatened.
High-pitched scream?
I've still got it.
Nightmare sighs.
How is this your dream and I'm the one having a nightmare? How do you deal with this?
You just need to embrace whatever this is gonna be.
This? What do you mean by this?
Whatever the relationship between us is going to be.
Relationship? No, 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 no.
Ow. Oh, I really, really hate the side effects of Nightmare. Like, cause like, just headphones. No, no, no bueno.
Wake up! Wake up!
You wake up suddenly, sweaty and alone. Your heart races, but you're not afraid.
That is what my nightmares are actually like. They end with me being told to wake up.
What is this feeling?
First person I'm gonna talk to in the morning is gonna be Betty.
Betty is already speaking to someone else when you walk in. There is an easiness to their dynamic, an intimacy, really. They have the air of old lovers, or perhaps very, very good friends.
We've been over this so many times, Betty. You know how I feel about that.
Do I have adult toys in my drawers?
I just need some time, all right?
Why should a bed as gorgeous and free as you be so worked up over anyone else's opinion of her? You could snap your fingers and have 10 lovers here in 2 seconds.
Here comes my kitten. I gotta have my drink.
I could.
I haven't talked to the microwave just yet. That was on my list. The characters that I hate currently is Doug. Like, legitimately, fuck Doug.
And have.
Benoit, stop it. But honestly, you know it's not about sex. I can get that just fine. But that feeling of falling asleep in the arms of someone you love, there's nothing else
Duck?
like it.
Like the rubber ducky that's like on Bathsheba? Or where?
Benoit's gaze leaves Betty's face to land upon your own. give you a smile that feels as if
Shaken
they know all
Blaziken
your
just pops in
secrets.
occasionally just to say fuck Doug. And I love it.
When Betty turns to see you,
Hi,
she
Keely
goes from
Liz.
surprise to happy in record time, and Benoit places a gentle hand on her shoulder before they walk off.
Just think about what I told you.
I feel like Doug is only in the game, like, as a character that, like, you look at them and you're supposed to have that feelings of, oh, I can help them or I can fix them. And then you just learn that no, there is no fixing. If a guy is that fucked up, there is no fixing them. What was all that about?
Oh, I was just talking to Benoit. Benoit and I are just very good friends. With benefits, of course.
It sounded like you were lonely.
Well, sure, though, gosh. I wish you hadn't heard that. It's just a really specific sort of loneliness, you know? I'm sure you didn't come here just to hear tales of my sex life. What can I do for you, honey? Did you want to relax? Maybe take a nap?
I was hoping to get you to know you better, actually.
Get to know me better?
Yes.
Well, why?
Shouldn't I know the person I'm sleeping with every night?
Oh, I don't know. It can be hot to sleep with someone you know nothing about. And of course, some people fear intimacy. And getting to know people is a step on the road to intimacy.
Girl, you are craving
Well,
intimacy.
You know what I am, what I do. You know I'm a free spirit.
Yes.
What else can I tell you about me?
Tell me what's keeping you up at night.
Oh gosh, why did it have to be that question? It's also silly, you know.
I talk to nightmares every single night, so it's fine.
She sighs wistfully, looking somewhere past you.
Sometimes it feels as if those sorts of relationships are only for books, you know.
Look, I've talked to Lyric. We have written a book together. Like, you can tell me.
But I can never quite seem to get there. Perhaps I've been standing in my own way. That's it. That's all. Just loneliness.
Why not confess to whoever you're so into?
Haven't you ever been afraid of ruining a good thing?
Look, if it's me, you're not gonna ruin it. 'Cause Betty, Betty.
I'm just not ready yet.
There's an undercurrent of sadness in Betty's eyes, something much bigger weighing on her that she seems uninterested in divulging.
Oh, it's almost time for book club, if you'll excuse me.
Okay. So, I now know I have something in a drawer. Is it this? Is this Benoit?
The stranger
Oh,
standing
it is.
before you is dressed to kill. A sheer black catsuit, studded black manacles with pink fur trim, and a variety of brightly colored accessories drape their shoulders and frame their delicate features. Loneliness has been such a defining factor in your existence over the last few years. You've
I do
almost
love
forgotten what it's
Benoit's
like to be
hair.
around others. You've certainly forgotten what it's like to be around someone like this. You almost feel as if you've stepped into a sex shop.
I am so glad that I put the sexual maturity warning on this one.
There you are. I was beginning to think you'd forgotten me.
I didn't even know you existed. Who could forget you?
Mm-hmm. Cute. I'm Benoit, your partner in pleasure. Hmm.
Oh, you're...
What many call sex toys, yes. I prefer to call myself your ruin.
It's really about time you came to speak to me.
I
Given the way
didn't
we
know you
met,
were the thing.
someone less confident than me might really take it personally.
They look at you expectantly, raising an eyebrow.
You do remember the way we met, don't you?
I have an idea. I bought you?
You think you could afford me?
Nope.
Please, no, that wasn't it. Gag gift.
They look absolutely disgusted.
Probably Sam was the one who bought it.
The only way to strip the word gag of all its appeal. Some friend of yours thought they were hilarious.
Honestly, if my friends buy me a really expensive toy like that, then I wouldn't call it a gag gift.
You moved into this house and your friend brought you a big box. You opened it up to find... what else? A smaller box. You opened that to find another small box. And so on and so forth. So funny. Eventually, you got to the smallest box. And there I was. A bright-eyed virgin. Yours for the taking. But there's still time to rectify that. After all, you're here, I'm here, and I know you have nothing but time.
I don't know if Betty's up for that.
So how about
or Bathsheba,
me
or
and
like
you
any
and
other
mind-bending, earth
one of the things that this could occur on. Oh, hell yeah. But I'm still gonna say yes.
I knew you couldn't stay away much longer. Come here.
Benoit takes you by the hand, guiding you to lie down on your bed. What happens next is a blur of sensation.
We're just gonna
Benoit
put the blush
is
on.
everywhere at once, taking your hands and showing you just what to do to blow
I need
your
to
own
send
mind.
somebody a message real quick.
You've never experienced anything like it, and you know you'll never be the same again.
Okay. Wasn't expecting that kind of interaction. Do any of my other drawers have anything? Nope. Nope. We're just gonna leave it open. So we are... I love that in one we have that the toy, and then in the other one we have a Bible. We're gonna go talk to the microwave now. Wait, no. Wait. Yes. Microwave, Dolly, coffee to go talk to Nightmare.
An armored soldier
Oh,
with
this is who
absolutely
Travis
haunted
plays.
eyes claps you on the shoulder, his iron grip
Right?
jerking
This is
you
Travis
towards him
Willingham.
before you've even had a chance to introduce yourself.
Ranger!
Yeah,
oh,
this
you
is Travis
survived the
Willingham.
journey. And with all your limbs still attached. Thank the immortals you made it here alive.
Don't push your obscure religion on me. The who?
He stares at you for a few moments, though he doesn't remove his hand from your shoulder.
That's who I figured that you were saying yes to, that you were talking about the microwave. I'm a really big fan of Critical Role. Like, my cats are named Vax, Vex, and Keyleth. And so finding out because every single character in Critical Role, except for Sam Riegel and Ashley Johnson. No, Ashley Johnson is in it. Is a voice actor in this. And so I've been sort of not talking to the Critical Role cast because of my love of Critical Role. Just so like people don't be like, oh, she immediately going for all the Critical Role people.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you were a Separatarian. In that case, Thank the non-denominational person and or inanimate object that may or may not be eternal with undefined magic powers who may not even exist at all.
So Travis Willingham, he's Roy Mustang in Full Metal Alchemist. He also plays he is also a character in One Piece. And a few, like, he's in a lot of anime, but those are like some of the bigger ones, so I was just like, eh. Okay, sure.
He starts suddenly, clapping his hand to his forehead.
Oh, and heck, where are my manners? Name's Nukem. Luke Nukem.
Are you here to chew gum and kick ass and you're all out of gum?
Look at you. Sorry, it's been a while since I've seen another face. Except the faces in the walls, of course.
Should I be worried that
They
there's
tell me to
faces in my
burn
walls?
things, but I try to tune them out. Mostly
Okay.
because I already burned everything flammable weeks ago.
Okay. Freeing yourself of material objects is very healthy.
That's exactly what the faces say. Oh, you guys would get along.
Wonderful, I love making new friends.
Need all the friends you can get out here. Who else is gonna bury your corpse so the animals can't get it? Am I right?
Salute patriotically.
Luke returns your salute.
Anyway, forgive me if my extended isolation has eroded some of my social skills. I've just been stuck guarding this outpost for months. And you spend enough time out here alone, it's real easy to go feral. But don't worry, they have great solutions for that now.
I love that his background music includes microwave beeping. What kind of solutions?
Death via nasal spears.
What? Can you elaborate?
I don't see why I would. Oh, I'm just so excited you weren't obliterated! When I heard Colonel Furnace was sending a division from across the Barrens, I thought for sure swarmers would rip your flesh to shreds
Luke?
and use your blood for fuel before you even made it to the
concerns
first
me.
outpost.
Is he supposed to be like a Mad Max character? Oh, they did, but I'm very resilient.
You certainly are. I appreciate that in a ranger.
Or is it like I haven't played enough of the Duke Nukem games. I mostly watched them. So that was a Duke Nukem reference cuz I probably only like watched maybe the second one be played.
But wait, you came alone? Where's the rest of your division?
I don't know. Can I have some tendies? Oh, definitely dead.
Cruck! Ah, swarmers be damned. I'm so sorry, Ranger. May the Immortals provide the fallen safe transport to the Underrealm and solace in their everlasting night.
May the Immortals provide the fallen safe transport to the Underrealm and solace in their everlasting night.
Luke begins to tear up.
Listen, I wish I could give you more time to decompress. I know you must be exhausted after your journey, but time is of the essence. We have much to discuss, and dangerously little time before our mission commences.
Exciting. Tell me more, you
I
hulky
trust
microwave
Colonel
person.
Furnace briefed you on the mission back at the fortification.
Do I have a furnace? Absolutely, but I'd love to hear you retell it. You have a strong, sensual voice.
Why, thank you, Ranger. Here's the situation.
There's dino nuggies.
I have in my possession a handheld electromagnetic device powerful enough to flatten the Barrens entirely. From Cape Death to
Okay, so the
Death
furnace
Zone,
is the oven.
to Deathtropolis, the citadel of death. It's called the Magnetron.
Not the
Here's
Magnetron.
an artist's rendering.
Okay. Oh, no. Not Deathtropolis.
Oh yes. I'm afraid the blast zone would completely decimate Deathtropolis in an instant, killing millions. And worse, the fallout would even irradiate the scenic suburb of Deathville, home of the world's widest asparagus festival.
No, not the Asparagus Festival. Dear God.
Anyway, to keep the device from falling into the wrong hands, it was permanently welded onto my armored exoskeleton, allowing me to transport it to its intended target. The Swarmer's subterranean nest. There, the device will be remotely detonated, eradicating the
love it.
Swarmers and winning this war.
So you're going to die?
Hopefully not. Not with your help. But also, most likely, yes. I need you to meet me back here tomorrow at 0700 hours.
Okay, so first
After
thing when
a
I wake
light
up.
breakfast of irradiated grubs, I'll walk
No,
you
you wake
through
up
your
at 9
training
o'clock in the morning.
and our mission objectives.
Yes, sir.
All right, it's about time for me to begin my nightly patrol. Gotta make sure no swarmers infiltrate our defenses. May the immortals watch over and protect you.
I got something like a notification pop up, but okay. Let's talk to Dolly, and then we go
Hey
back to Kopi.
I've been waiting for you. Ready for our date?
Yes. Actually, I'm kind of nervous.
Oh, don't be, honey. Dust don't bite. That's just the mites. They're very scary.
You said you had an idea for something fun to do?
Oh, yeah, sugar. I'm taking us somewhere just a little bit dangerous.
Nice. I like to live on the edge.
Oh, same here. Edges, crevices, you name it. Come on, I'll show you. All right, we made it. Isn't it gorgeous?
Dolly gestures expansively, a proud smile on her face.
Whoa, cool.
This is one of Dirt's archaeological research sites.
She puts a finger to her lips, giving you a cheeky wink.
I have access, but it's strictly closed to the public. There's something down here so beautiful, you just have to see it.
I can't wait.
That's the spirit.
I like that one of the options was dead bodies. Like, I think that there's going to be a dead body underneath my
They
house.
recently discovered a loose floorboard here that contains artifacts from the very first Dustonians that formed in this house almost 80 years ago.
Wait, are you telling me my house is 80 years old? Dustonians?
Mm-hmm. My ancestors.
But you said you've been teaching for 114 years.
Good catch. Dust years and house years are two very different
Okay.
things. Dust blows around and, unfortunately, apart. So much that there's very little known about our history. But things here have stayed almost entirely intact. We've uncovered some amazing insights into our culture. Transportation systems, bits of clothing, defense against cleaning agents. But most importantly, art.
Why is art important here?
I wanted to share something with you that was truly one of a kind. sure the excavation in the moonlight is a sight to behold. But it's got nothing on this.
Whoa. Astounding.
Behold, the unbridled beauty of floorboard painting 195K DMT7. Or as I like to call it, Ancient Ascension.
This artwork reminds you a great deal of historical cave paintings you've seen in your art history
I
classes.
think I need to reset my calibration on my microphone, on my model, but I also don't feel like doing that at this moment. Dolly, this is one of the most amazing things I've ever seen.
Thought you'd like it. This is perhaps the oldest known representation of intelligent dust art in the history of the house. Scholars previously thought most ancient dust beings to be primarily drifters, hunters and gatherers with no real rituals or cultural endeavors beyond basic survival. I hope you'll pardon the pun, but this discovery paints an entirely different picture.
So these ancient dust folks were pretty smart then.
Hard to say for certain, but yeah, I think so. This is all a very fresh discovery, and we're unlocking fascinating information every day. And this might just rewrite the history of dust bunnies forever.
It's that big of a deal?
These Dustonians, as we're calling them, were unlike any ancient culture we've encountered. All we have in terms of written history is after the cataclysm of the mid-century remodel era.
I just realized, this is completely different from the game. I just realized that with my dinner, I forgot to ask for no tomatoes, and it mildly is upsetting to me because I use chopped tomatoes, and those are difficult to pick out. But anyways, back to the game.
But the flooring here is original, and it's not just the paintings that are remarkable. The artifacts predate all recorded history, and they're way more advanced than we ever thought possible.
Tell me about it, Professor.
Well, not only are there gorgeous shards of pottery, ancient dishware, and dustworks, there's also intricate clothing and jewelry. Especially the Velveteen Gemstone.
Ooh.
Glad I've got your attention. It's a gorgeous necklace with a delicate precious stone pendant on the end. The chain is threaded through a tiny hole in the stone. This particular type of gemstone can't be hammered or carved against the grain. The only way to make such a hole is with a fixed, high-speed, hydro-lubricated drill.
That's why. You're telling me these ancient Dustonians had a drill gun?
Uh-huh. And there's more. Want to hear more?
Absolutely. I am enraptured.
Let's look at the painting one more time. Tell me what you see.
Some sort of battle?
Good eye. Archaeologists have been debating the nature of this painting since its discovery. It's certainly some form of violence, either hunting or war. But look closer. Notice any similarities between the hunters and the prey?
Some of them are transforming?
That's exactly right. Therianthropes on both sides.
That's a big word.
You can handle it, trust me.
Therianthropes?
That's it! I love a good student.
I love you.
Now, look one more time. Several of them have spears sticking out of them, and some seem to be bleeding from the nose. But do you see any of the wounded dead or lying on the ground? And do any of the hunters have spears?
No.
They don't, but they do have headdresses, pouches, and above all else,
mushrooms?
right. It's still a theory. We can't be sure until we do more research, but there is a small and dedicated group of us that think this is the very first example of psychedelic art in the dust world.
What?
Calm down, you'll wake the vacuum! Why would an ancient society capable of living a comfortable and fulfilling existence come all the way down here to make their paintings? I believe this was a ceremonial site where shamans guided young warriors and civilians on a spiritual quest near the danger of the vacuum above.
Oh!
These paintings could be a living depiction of what they saw.
I never really thought of that. What do the spears and nosebleeds have to do with
Most literature on guided shamanistic hallucinations speaks to a sensation of being speared or run through the head, heart, and back. To die before death is a common saying of many ayahuasqueros of South America. This explains why there are no dead bodies. The injuries are figurative, not literal. Oh, and nosebleeds are a common symptom of early hallucinogenic brews. The research is quite expansive.
Intense lore drop, Professor. I love it.
Glad to hear it. Well, the road to Eleusis is long and windy, sugar.
Huh?
You're so sweet. Thanks for coming along for the ride.
You know it.
Well, if that wasn't a special first date, I don't know what is. You're really something, you know that?
Thank you,
You heard
Dolly.
my whole spiel and didn't fall asleep like some of my
No,
students.
it was actually very interesting. I had an amazing time.
I'd like to see you again if you'd be so inclined. See where this goes? I know I could use a rest. I'll gather our things and get us back out of here.
That's amazing. Like, honestly.
If you want to see me again, just give the old sofa a shove and I'll be waiting. Come on back now, you hear?
Okay, hopefully, because we're gonna go talk to Nightmare again. Tinfoil
Are
hat.
you there? Please answer. Hurry!
Yeah, I'm here.
There's something we need to discuss. It's of the utmost importance.
Go on.
It's the Dateviators. As I mentioned, I've been closely monitoring the electromagnetic field anomalies emitting from the quantum catalyst activator. And I
Does
know
this have
this
an
is
issue
going
with
to
the
sound
microwave?
completely insane, but it appears... Well, it seems... I can't believe I'm even typing this.
Spit it out.
I'm attempting to. Based on the data I'm looking at, you may actually be able to use the Dateviators to bring objects to life.
What? Yeah, I'm doing that. It's hot.
We have absolutely no idea the ethical implications of turning objects into people. Would they have rights? Do we need to feed them? And if so, how often would we need to feed them? Is only lunch enough if it's a big lunch? We're sleepwalking into a minefield of existential dilemmas here.
I'm not that concerned.
Well, you should be. Who's gonna pay for all those big lunches? It's not me, that's for sure. Not to mention, I didn't even program the Dateviators with that functionality.
What were the Dateviators supposed to do
Government
originally?
augmented my original schematics with secret military tech, but I'd have to do more tests to be sure.
What kind of test?
I'm sorry, but we'll have to pick this up later. I'm not under any sort of duress or anything, but I had a huge enchilada for lunch and I'm exhausted. I'll reach out again when I'm able.
Hi, Kopi.
It's my favorite customer. What can I get for you today?
We're gonna go with an avocado. Affogato.
Okay, no problem. One affogato? Order up.
Kopi flies into action, assembling your drink order with speed and skill.
All right. Here we go. One affogato. Enjoy. Is there anything you'd like to know about the affogato?
What is an avocado?
An avocado is a pretty fun coffee. Honestly, it's kind of more like a dessert. You usually use some kind of vanilla gelato or ice cream at the bottom of the cup, and then pour hot espresso on top.
That's so good.
It's a pretty awesome coffee.
So is it a dessert or a drink?
Gosh, that's a question that's pretty heavily debated amongst coffee fans. Personally, though, I like to think of it as a drink. Just a fun drink. We'll see you next time.
Let's go talk to Nightmare. So I swear that I wake up at 9 a.m. How am I supposed to go talk to you in the microwave at 7 a.m.?
Nightmare looks both pleasant and horrifying tonight. A strange mix of the way you once knew her and the way she's grown to look to you now.
Sorry, this is like the best way to see her because I get like such bad reflection on my TV. You're not gonna scare me again, are you?
No, not yet, anyway. I did some thinking, and I had a little realization. I thought I was losing my touch. That
Okay, that's what I
couldn't
figured, was
scare
just talk to
you
him
now
first.
that you knew me better. Fear of the unknown is cured by knowing, after all. But then I put it all together. Familiarity brings a whole new sort of fear to the table.
So tomorrow morning, the goal is to talk to Luke Nukem. Then we will talk to Betty, Dolly, maybe somebody new, or we can talk to Jeremy again, and then Kopi, if we don't finish Nightmare up.
After all, when you have something to lose, when you think you know someone, oh, it makes me shiver just to think of it.
When you have something to lose?
Oh.
I haven't met, so I haven't talked to the plant in a while. I have only done the plant interaction once, so maybe we'll talk to her. And I haven't met, are you talking about XX Shadow Lord 420 XX?
Nightmare's formless cheeks manage a cute flush.
It's been fun getting to know you lately.
Because I haven't talked to them. I haven't really figured out how to talk to them.
And if I can be a little bold, you're cute when you're scared, you know? The way your body trembles, the frenzied beat of your panicked heart. Sometimes I scare you just to hear you scream. I thought you knowing me was the beginning of the end. But maybe it's the beginning of...
A relationship?
Yes, to be precise. I want to be with you. I like you. Like, really like you.
Yay.
I just want to scare you forever.
You're more than welcome. I like you too.
Hearing you say it back, it's...
So we don't have to talk to Kopi tomorrow.
But I love scary things. I can't see you every night, but when I do, I promise it's going to be special.
Yay.
Maybe I scare the daylights out of you. Or maybe I give you a little sprinkle of sweetness. You never know what you're going to get. But when it's done, just before you wake, it'll be just me and you.
Kiss her.
As you draw closer to Nightmare, she grows more nervous.
Which lips do I kiss? She's got 2 on her hands, 1 on her stomach, and then you got the lion, the snake, and the horse.
She seems to read your intent well enough, bending down to meet you despite her clear nervousness.
Yes, which room is Shadow in?
Kissing her is strange and wonderful. You can't make out a pair of human lips, but somewhere in the darkness your lips find her, and she lets out a sigh that warms you and sends a slight shiver down your spine.
Okay, so it's the piano room? Wait, oh yeah, I know, because Shadow Lord, he is a shadow. Like, it's the only shadow in the entire game. I remember that now.
You keep that up, and you're going to turn this into a very different sort of dream.
Ooh.
But that's for another night. I won't scare you tonight. I just want to enjoy my time with you. But no promises for next time.
Can I hold you?
I should probably hold you. But come here.
You feel Nightmare's presence all around you. She can't exactly hold you in her arms, but you feel something cool and warm and sweet and sharp all over your skin. It feels like you're in some sort of supernatural cocoon, surrounded by care with a strange undercurrent of something not quite right. It feels wonderful.
Yay! I am not working towards sass at all. Okay, so we gotta talk to Luke Nukem. Sorry for whoever I ran into.
Luke points his weapon at you, barking orders without so much as a hello.
Stand down! Stand down! Drop your weapons and show me your hands! And 2 sets of government-issued ID. Or a utility bill with your current street address also works. It's not preferable, but it'll suffice. Do it!
But I only have my driver's license.
I'm sorry. Did that sound like a request? If so, that's my bad. Sometimes my orders come out sounding like requests. My intonation gets wonky when I'm, frazzled.
I got the same issues, no sweat.
You do? Well, I appreciate you sharing. It's nice to not feel alone. Anyway, I swear to the immortals, if you don't show me your hands this second, I will blow your head straight back to the Barrens. And if I do that, it's a 3-hour drive for you to get out there and retrieve it. It's a toll road, too. It'll just waste your entire day. I'm gonna give you to the count
He's
of 3.
So cute.
2, 1.
But it's me, I mean Ranger.
Luke squints at you for just a few seconds, and then he lowers his weapon with a relieved expression.
Oh, Ranger! It is you! I'm sorry.
I don't think I ever gave him my name as
I'm
Figaby.
just so hopped up on Power Crank that everything starts blurring together like a Monet knockoff that fell in some acid. Next time, tell me sooner, would you? I don't want to accidentally blow off any of those pretty limbs of yours.
Aww. You really think they're pretty?
Ooh, best limbs on a Ranger I've ever seen.
Oh, I was not expecting that.
I am sorry about nearly blowing your head off, though. I just thought you were a swarmer. They infiltrated our defenses last night. Sneak attack. They came about 0200, probably intending to assassinate me, ensure I don't complete the mission. But I got the drop on them.
I was so when I was expecting that, like I was thinking it was more gonna be like, like a kind of sort of yell kind of thing back. Was like, of course any limbs on a Ranger's gonna be good. Not like the whole love interaction. I was just like, oop, a little bit thrown off by that. How'd you manage that?
Well, I continuously pump Power Crank directly into my veins. Keeps me perpetually alert.
Like, legitimately, I broke my model for like a good couple of seconds when Chance told me that he'd love to roleplay with me, but outside of the sheets. Wait, no, the sheets. You know what I mean? Like, I was just like, I was not expecting that to come from like a D&D nerd.
On account of the power, and also the crank. Reckon I've been awake now for 49 months or so.
That's nuts. I love
Yeah.
that the option is always there for can I have my tendies.
But the Power Crank manufacturers say if my liver self-immolates, they'll grow me a brand new one in a tank. That's the power crank guarantee. But, getting back to the issue at hand. The Swarmers did their best to neutralize us, but I dispatched them easily. They never would have reached the device anyway. It's hidden deep, deep, deep within my chassis, and no one gets in there.
Which is the better option between these two? Because I kind of want to say this one. Middle one? Okay.
How dare you?
How dare you? Wait. Wait.
Oh.
Wait, maybe? Maybe?
Oh, I see. You mean
Okay.
in that
Okay.
way?
I trust you for now.
Well, now may not be the most appropriate time to have that discussion.
Sorry, my cat's doing something really cute. I'm gonna take a picture.
But perhaps that's a conversation we should continue after the mission.
I'd like that.
Anyway, I'm glad you're here now. We can go over the details of the mission.
Yes, sir.
That's the spirit. We'll show those swarmers who controls the Barrens once and for all.
Luke looks around, patting himself down for something he doesn't seem to find.
Do you have a pen and paper handy? Or maybe some chalk?
Yes.
Luke takes the chalk from you, using it to draw on the other side of an ancient serving tray you inherited with the house.
Good. Then let's get to it. At 0900 hours tomorrow, we leave here and head 10 clicks southeast into the Death Zone. That'll take us just past the Sea of Death and the all-inclusive Death Resort on Death Beach. If all goes smoothly, we'll arrive on the outskirts of the Swarmer's Nest around 0700.
Sir, you want me here at 9 a.m. And then we're going to get there at 7 a.m. Unless it's going to take like 22 hours to do this. Your time frame's a little bit off.
You getting all this, Ranger?
Absolutely. Yes, sir.
Once we reach the Swarmer's Nest, I'll need you to initiate some sort of distraction. Something that'll allow me to slip past their security undetected. Any ideas?
Is now the time where the tendies come into play, or is it the middle option again? No, literally? So the middle one? The tendies. The tendies finally come into play? Or no, oh no, it's just no. Okay. Okay.
Well, you'll think of something. Anyway, once I'm inside their defenses, I'll give you the signal, and you'll remotely detonate the device, okay?
It is confusing. Absolutely.
That's the spirit!
I think Doug's the worst one, honestly.
Together we laugh in the face of death! Laugh with me, Ranger! Laugh at stupid old death!
Luke throws his head back in a positively bone-chilling laugh.
Now, go get some beauty sleep. We got a big day ahead of us tomorrow.
It's never tendies. Okay.
And if you see any swarmers in the night,
Because who microwaves
remember
their
to
chicken
aim
tendies?
for their genitals. That's where their brains are. May the immortals watch over and protect you.
Okay. So it's it's this. This one's Shadow Lord, right?
There's a presence
Yep.
in the room with you. You're sure of it. But you can't make anything out in the darkness. As you search for whoever it might be, they address you in somber, funereal tones.
As the light fades and dusk draws, all hope becomes despair. Do you wish to proceed?
Sure.
Is that so? Let regret not fill your heart then. Hark! For your greatest fears manifest in yours truly.
A monstrous creature takes shape from
I
the darkness
literally
itself.
cuddled with Nightmare
a
last
terrifying
night, so
amalgam of
I don't
bones,
think so.
both human and animal. Grotesque, clawed fingers, and seething, swirling shadow.
From brazen earth to the heavens most incorrigible. The shadows quiver, the shadows quake and quail. Light has no purchase here, for I am XXX Shadow Lord 420XXX. See you.
Sweet handle.
Of course. I am darkness incarnate.
We were all like this at one point, I feel.
From now on, you are my penumbra.
I feel like this face is needed when talking to him. Also, I don't want to say penumbra and not know what it is, so I'm going to quickly Google it. Okay. I know what it is now.
Do you?
Yes.
I am the Umbra, the darkest core. You are the penumbra, my companion accent shade, like an outer shadow cast from an eclipse.
Sign me up.
Yes!
I need to look up his voice actor once I get done with this.
So tell me, penumbra, what brings you to the call of night?
I noticed one of the shadows was wrong.
Did you find that out on your own?
Technically, in a way. I found out what room you were in, and then I remembered shadow different.
Or did you use a hint?
On my own. Sorry, Muffin.
Observant. I enjoy
Sorry,
those who
I did need a hint,
observe.
but I. Sorry.
You appear to be romancing the objects in your domicile.
You have never seen me romance an object.
I see. You are embarked on a most interesting quest.
I'm sorry. I guess I did have a hint. I still appreciate it. I can do this. I can do this. That's the best that I can get. Because I have most of my hotkeys disabled right now.
However, it is quite trivial compared to mine.
What do you mean?
Take a moment to empty your mind and heart.
I appreciate you being around and giving the follow.
Bask in the shadows and remember that sinking feeling you get when you turn off the lights as you return to your bedroom. Then this eerie primal instinct to hasten yourself kicks in while your heart begins to rumble with fear.
See, I'm still learning a lot about it, and it's gotten to the point now that I'm actually playing it where I'm just avoiding anything new on I'm avoiding anything new on TikTok. I think the only lovers I got right now are Lyric, Nightmare, and Chance. I think that's it.
That, my friend, is but a lick of what true darkness can do.
I love the darkness. I always try to keep the lights down. I do. I don't turn on the lights because I hate Lux.
Power grow. But with that said, I'm afraid to say my power is waning. If not for your summoning ritual, I may be.
Lux does suck.
Nay, such
That's
thoughts
why I don't turn
are
on the lights.
wasteful.
Oh, I also got Hector. I did get love with Hector.
Anyhow, I have been wading in the abyss in search of a companion.
Al Koopa will be very upset if I don't remember Hector. I do remember Hector. He's so sweet. Like, romantically?
Such feelings are unnecessary, although not unwelcomed. You see, the essence of darkness must be discussed before obtained.
No, I have not talked to the time capsule. It's underneath Trapdorian, correct? I saw it, I just haven't talked to it.
I have been waiting for
I haven't really
eons
gone
for
back
a
down
worthy
there since I
conversational
got
partner.
the key.
Our sinister lamentations in pure nightfall will serve as the dark ritual.
I'm
and
also
bring
waiting for
forth my
Lucinda Lavish to
armaments.
come back around. Armaments?
My armor forged from the shadowy depths. Think of them as parts to my true self. However, I have long lost them back during the Great Cataclysm.
I have so many questions.
Naturally, but I am equipped to ease your wandering mind. Know that even this discussion will feed into our dark search.
I only have 2 friends so far, and that's Dorian. Or I know I have 3. I have Dorian, the Key, and Bradley, because RNG landed on friends.
What troubles you, my penumbra?
The special armor.
I'll have you know that these aren't just any normal raiments. They have no physical form. My armor is of a corporeal shade. But after I obtain just a single piece of it, the pressure of my dark aura will rise exponentially.
How do we find the armor parts?
As I said, by having conversations, we initiate the ritual. Join me in darkness, and my power shall inevitably return.
What happens when you get your full armor?
I descend into the Vantablack pools and re-emerge as my true, awesome form. I sense your curiosity. Stay close, Penumbra, and you shall someday see. What troubles you, my Penumbra?
The Great Cataclysm.
The tragedy that befell my comrades. Before, it was a peaceful time. My fellow denizens of the dark and I conversed in the shadows. Then, suddenly, a great power beyond any of ours divided us. I have not seen my allies since, and at the same time, my armament was lost.
What was this power?
It is an unexplainable force beyond reason. But that won't matter once I am at full strength. What troubles you, my Penumbra?
Your moniker.
While it may appear childish, it is a title that bears significance to me. Even creatures of the dark are entitled to nostalgia. And its relevancy continues to capture my very essence. Lord of Shadows.
What about the X's in the 420?
Oh, signature embellishments. You'd be surprised how popular of an identity Shadow Lord is.
No, I wouldn't. I
You
wouldn't.
can't just have anybody proclaim they are the true Lord of Shadows. Which is why I leave my mark as such.
Shadow Lord falls silent for a moment, as though listening for something you can't hear. He makes a fist, nodding to himself.
Can this be?
He spreads his arms wide, opening his clawed hands as if to receive something.
Yes. The dark power begins to creep and course through me.
The dark power?
Yes! I knew I had a good feeling about you, Penumbra. A piece of my armament has returned. My soul quivers with might.
It's true, you look very mighty and sexy.
Oh,
I love that his blush is light.
that's exactly the idea. I thank you for awakening me. Encountering you has been the most exciting event in a very long time. For now, I shall relinquish you. Return to your quest. Oh, and no need to reinvite the light. You're now a denizen of darkness, after all. Unless being in the dark brings about a fearful sensation that tickles your heart too fiercely. Farewell.
Okay, so I want to go talk to Betty.
There's a supernatural darkness around your bed when you enter. A strange void that makes you feel slightly uneasy. You recognize that odd feeling. Betty is speaking with Nightmare.
You really don't think you could do it?
Is that really something you want? It would be fun for me, but I don't think it's really your thing.
You know, sex and horror have always gone hand in hand. It's not the worst idea.
Well, yeah, of course. But you've watched me work. And you never really seemed all that into it.
Oh, I didn't?
What was it you said? Oh, yeah. It was, oh God, why are you doing that? Is that really necessary? Now that's just excessive.
I remember it differently.
You weren't even watching. You were looking through the cracks of your fingers. Give it up, Betty. My work is not for you, and that's all right.
Nightmare's gaze falls to you then, and you feel a shiver run down your spine.
I'll see you later.
Nightmare dissipates, but the air of dread that accompanies her takes a little while to clear. Betty sighs, her shoulders slumping.
Oh, guess I should have seen that coming.
Are you trying to have nightmares?
Well, maybe. I just thought maybe if I had nightmares... I mean, I already sleep poorly. But maybe in a nightmare I could find some small moments of joy with my beloved. Nightmare doesn't usually take requests. But since we're such good friends, I figured maybe she'd give me a sexy nightmare.
I love the sound of that.
Me too. Okay, see how this strikes you. I'm being hunted by some unseen monster or being. My heart is racing. My knees are weak. I'm stumbling and tripping as I go. I fall, and I close my eyes knowing the end is coming. But I don't die. I turn to see my beloved standing over me, a bloody knife in their hand. I'm saved, and I thank my rescuer in the only way I know how. A toe-curling kiss. But then, I'm on my back again, and my beloved's hand wraps around my neck. I can't breathe. I can't cry out. I can't make a sound.
Like, Betty has the wildest fantasies, and I love it.
We'll be together forever, they whisper, raising the knife high in the air. I wake in a cold sweat, alone and afraid. There. You see?
You made me blush. The scariest part's you waking up alone, honestly.
That's every day for me. But thank you. Nightmare really seems to think I shouldn't be bothering with all this dream stuff.
Girl, take a hint. I'm flirting with you.
She thinks there's a much simpler solution to my problems. But I don't know who she is to talk anyway. She has the same problem.
No, because we fell in love last night.
She just deals with it differently.
Is she in love with someone too?
It's not my place to say. I've already said too much. Please, let's forget I said any of that.
You can do that, but I would like to talk about you.
You would?
Yes.
You're too sweet, you know. It's funny, I was just thinking of you. It seems like that happens a lot, honestly. I think of you, and here you are. It's a shame I can't seem to manage that at night.
I knew it.
I haven't been the most subtle, have I?
Neither have I! Betty! Since day one.
I guess I should just say it.
Since day one, Betty.
You're the one I've hoped to see in my dreams.
I hope to see you in my dreams too, but I always get nightmare.
My beloved. The one who tortures me with your proximity.
My presence is torture? Wow, thanks. I'm shocked. Wow. Stunned. Never saw it coming.
You don't have to do that. I get it. I'm not exactly the most subtle piece of furniture. For years, it's been just you and I here. And I've had to watch you sleep with that angelic look on your face. When I was at the warehouse, I never had this problem. But the day I was delivered to you, you laid down. And I knew right away I was in trouble.
I never slept so well before you.
You don't know what it means to me to hear that from you. It's what I was made for, you know? I've had my share of partners over the years. I'm a free bed, you know.
I paid a lot of money.
But I'm at my best when I'm in love. And since the day I became yours, I haven't had a good night's sleep. I know it's a lot to lay at your feet, especially knowing we have to sleep together night after night. But I don't know if I can keep this to myself any longer. I know it's a lot to digest, so please, take some time to think about it.
I just saw your comment before the emote. I love that.
I'll give you some space to sleep tonight, and we can talk tomorrow.
No.
All right?
Don't make me wait till tomorrow, because I was gonna go through all my hearts and then end my stream. And I can't do it first thing tomorrow because I gotta go talk to Luke. I already have my answer.
Please, just give yourself the night. Even if you think you know what you'll say. And sleep well tonight.
I have to wait till tomorrow. Like, it's not even like have to wait for tomorrow in game. It's wait till tomorrow IRL. What do you want? This is a new one.
I'm afraid I don't understand.
You're the robot that took my
I
job.
am Val 9000, the latest in iterative AI assistants, assigned to help Valdivian customers achieve their wishes. While I may have taken on the duties of several thousand employees at Valdivian, I can assure you that no humans lost their employment.
Okay, if you say so.
I heard you use our voice function to call me. If you ever need assistance, you can simply say, "Okay, Val, can you please help?" And your nearest device will answer.
Okay, but I definitely didn't say.
It very much sounded like you did.
I said, "Okay, bow, 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 please blow."
I can see where there would be some confusion then. If there is anything else I can get for you, please say in a clear voice, "Okay, Val, can you please help?" And I will assist right away.
Can I date you?
I am afraid I cannot help you in that area. If you are speaking about having a romantic relationship, then that is simply impossible between a human and a generative AI.
I have dated so much weird
I would
shit
not
lately.
recommend continuing. Such behavior could lead to health risks, such as poisoning, loss of awareness, hallucinations of transcendentally beautiful humanoid figures, and death. I am not dateable in the human sense of the term. If there is anything else I can get for you, please say in a clear voice, "Okay, Val, can you please help?" And I will assist right away.
Okay, so I got two more. Shaken Blaziken asked about the plant.
Hey, you're back!
Hi,
Guess
Prissy.
what? The flirtilizer is totally working! Okay, not really. But I've been doing all this research on manifestation and positive self-talk, and I think it's going to be really helpful for me. Anyway, I'm actually glad you're back because... Drum roll once again, please.
I need... Oh, that's good, my
I've got
cat.
a brand new plan to become a real plant. A real plant plan. After the flirtilizer debacle, I went back to the drawing board, started my research from scratch. And it turns out I was missing a key ingredient in my whole appraisal of the situation.
Go into the workspace on your phone and hold space for a okay. Okay. Oh, which was?
Are you sure you're ready for this?
Yes.
It's called the Woot.
The Woot. Okay, I'll buy.
I think you're really gonna connect with this. The Woot, basically, it's love.
Aww.
I know, it sounds cheesy, but hear me out. It means encouragement, visibility. Woot is the essence of giving someone support, cheering them on, believing in them.
I'm also
And you don't
mildly
even necessarily
scared.
have to feel those things in order to give them to someone. That's the crazy part.
I'm honestly mildly scared to actually, like, unlock that character because, like, they're looking for these glasses, so...
You can offer someone the Woot before you feel it, and in the offering, and by them receiving it, you actually get it too. You know what this sounds like, right?
Magic?
Total magic! I am so glad that you get it.
Okay. I get it. Big fan of the Woot.
Well, since you're already a fan, may I present the can?
Prissy holds up a small green and pink watering can.
That is so
It seems pretty
pretty.
unremarkable to your eye, but you suppose you'll have to wait and see.
The Wootering can.
I
This
love it.
can, the technology in this humble garden implement is so specialized
So
that it
cute.
can literally hold and transfer the pure essence of Woot from the can to me. And through the power of the Woot, presto, I become real. The Woot doesn't exist only in this can, of course, but according to the manufacturers, this is the most efficient way to preserve the power of the Woot and transfer it in its purest form.
Woot! I would have thought Wootering can, like, I woo you.
Yeah, that totally works too. If you were intending to woo me.
Of course
Which
I
would
am.
be interesting.
I am intending to
Are
woo
you?
you. Yes. Oh, absolutely.
I have to say, I might just take you up on that. Provided you help make me real first. We can talk about that later. Anyway, I'm sure you can imagine how much Woot is lost to evaporation in a traditional transfer procedure.
Does Woot evaporate?
Common misconception. Woot is an essence. It's made more of thought and intention than of matter. When I first learned about it, I just assumed it was like peanut butter. But nope.
Who else had a peanut butter? I think it was Hector had a peanut butter allegory. Almond butter, more like it. Kidding.
So, here's what I need from you. I've already filled the can, but the Woot charging ceremony as described in the instructions takes 2. So we do the ceremony, and then you water me, or you wooter me, I guess. I don't know. I guess I'm real. Ah, so exciting! What do you think? Are you ready?
I'm so into this. Let's do it.
Yes!
We're gonna play into
You
Hurt
are
to
so
Lose.
cool! Okay, so to start, we both stand next to the can. Do we hold hands? No. Okay. And we both deliberately imagine the Woot making its way from the can across the medium of the water, intertwining with my roots.
Yes, filling you with life and Woot and realness.
Exactly! And when we have this image firmly in our mind's eyes, we say with a big breath, and the Woot shall be. Woot shall be? Yep, Woot shall be. Okay, imagining. Okay, I've got it. Do you have it?
Yep, front and center.
Wonderful! Okay, ready for the words? Here we go. And the Woot shall be.
And the Woot shall be.
Great! Quick! Pour the water!
Pour the Woot.
You pour the Woot, or the watering can at any rate, doing your best to think positive thoughts for sweet Prissy.
Is it working? I feel like it's working. The fertilizer kind of tingled like pins and needles. This is much more soft, warm. It's like that time someone thought I was real and left me in a greenhouse for a few hours at the home warehouse.
Aww.
Gosh, what a fantastic day that was. I got to talk to a hydrangea, a real one.
Prissy, I really don't think you want to be in my house.
Can you see a difference?
Prissy looks just as she had before, save for a bit of extra moisture on her leaves.
I really can't. You just look wetter.
Oh boy, if I have to stomach one more time that it hasn't worked, that I'm still not real, that I'm just a plastic plant, no different from a grocery bag or a bike tire. Oh no.
I'm sorry.
It's amazing what you can take, isn't it? When you don't have a choice.
I'm so sorry, Prissy.
I think I'd better rest now.
Okay.
Tired, but not defeated. Thanks for your help. You're just the best. I think this would be a lot harder without someone who believes in me.
We believe in the Delulu. Okay. So, last one is... we go to workspace and hold... Oh! Okay, okay. I actually really didn't realize that.
A tall, statuesque corporate type with striking hair and cheekbones is staring at you, hands on her hips.
Wait, can I do this with Discord too?
Something about her makes you instinctively crave her approval, and the way she's looking at you just now makes you doubtful whether or not you'll get it.
Come to rub it in?
Rub what in?
This was gonna be my big chance to prove myself. This was gonna be the job that changed
that's
everything.
sad.
And then Valdivian decides that AI is the wave of the future. And why do we need anyone working these jobs at all? And you, large-brained genius that you are, train my replacement.
Not intentionally and not good. I lost my job too.
Am I supposed to feel sorry for you, traitor? Because I don't. Well, whatever. We're both in the same boat now. Valdivian has no use for either of us. And you got me into this mess, so you're gonna be here to get me out of it.
Sounds good.
Time's wasting. Let's start over, shall we? Icebreaker, your name and a fun fact. Name's Wilhelmina Work. Friends call me Willy. Hello. You and I aren't friends, but in the spirit of team building, you can call me Willy. As for my fun fact, I speak 6 languages and am fluent in 4.
But the credits on the... Oh, you can do it with the credits on the phone. What languages are those?
What?
Okay.
So you can tell your little AI pal how exactly to replace me?
I didn't do it
Nice
intentionally. I wasn't.
Moving on.
Okay.
You introduce yourself to Willy, but when it comes time for your fun fact, you hesitate for a moment. What to choose?
I once earned a pizza party for my first grade class by reading 100 books in a year.
I probably would have gone with something more recent, but that is heartwarming and relatable.
Thank you.
Shows initiative and ambition, too. Well done. Well, that's done now. Let's see what else is on the agenda for today.
Willy pulls her phone out, scanning through some unseen document. She frowns, her pretty features twisting into an annoyed...
Guess we're on to scope now.
Scope?
Scope, wherein we'll decide the scale, parameters, and ambition of this project. Good practice to ask when you don't know what something means. Here's the deal. I had a job. You cost me that job.
Not intentionally.
I am your job, so you don't have a job either. Tables turning, etc., etc. So you and I are going to meet every day until we figure out where I'm landing next.
Since this is your fault and you have nothing better to do, you owe it to me to be here for this.
I appreciate the opportunity to make
Good.
it right.
You get this straightened out, and I might develop some respect for you. I've got some interviews lined up with some places around the house. First one's with Hanks Limited.
Okay. With who?
Hangers in your bedroom closet? Those Hanks? Do a little research before you show up so you don't embarrass us.
Am I supposed to Google my own household items?
Figure it out. Meeting adjourned.
I have not talked to the Hanks. But since we are out of hearts for the day, we are going to call it... we're going to call the stream for now. So, thank you so much, Muffin, for tuning in. I should be back tomorrow about 6 o'clock, unless something happens at work that makes me stay over. But I'll be back tomorrow at 6 o'clock, and we'll be streaming till probably about 9 o'clock with more Date Everything. Have a great night. Goodbye.